I'm a wildlife veterinarian, and for the past 20 years, I've been investigating wildlife population diseases and how they can impact wildlife and humans. This field has been rebranded to a catchy new name called One Health, which examines the health of animals and humans in the context of the environment all in one lens instead of separately. While this may seem like an exciting and maybe potentially even a sexy career, you can see that sometimes you really have to get in our work, such as my colleague who's standing inside a whale doing a necropsy. And I imagine most of you have wished you left at intermission right now. And please don't toss your cookies you just ate. And so you might also get sprayed by a skunk, such as my technician did. Our lab is currently investigating various infectious and non-infectious diseases in wildlife, as you can see in our lab logo. And also the grad students did a great job in decorating our door for Halloween. A lot of people had a lot of good laughs, but they were really intrigued by the tapeworm exuding from the black bear. So, you might ask yourself, why do we study bear health? Bears can play a role in zoonotic disease transmission that can affect humans. They also can have animal disease transmission dynamics. They're a food source since they're a hunted species, as they provide food for families, and they're also found in our backyard with increasing frequency. The historic bear distribution comprised most of North America, and they were found wherever there was ample deer and elk food sources. The current distribution is substantially restricted due to landscape changes, habitat degradation, and potentially other anthropogenic changes. There are multiple stable pockets of bears in the southeast United States. One place that bear population is doing really well and continue to expand is in East Tennessee. In particular, the Great Smoky National Park and surrounding areas has the highest bear population of anywhere in the eastern U.S. Bears are also expanding in the various areas, including numerous transitional counties shown in the blue, which include Knox County and Knoxville. Bears are very charismatic species. They attract a lot of attention, they are very photogenic, and they're often synonymous with the Tennessee wilderness and the Smoky Mountain National Park. Bears-associated recreational activities help inject millions of dollars into the local economy, and thus anything that has visible health effects is concerning for wildlife biologists and wildlife disease researchers. One such disease is sarcoptic mange that can lead to substantial hair loss, skin deformity, and overall poor health, and unfortunately even death of the bears. This disease can lead to large public concerns and be taxing to state and federal wildlife biologists. Mange has been recognized as a major concern for wildlife biologists in East Tennessee. Disease is caused by a microscopic mite that is highly contagious and spends its entire life cycle on the host. This mite causes severe itching, leading to self-barbering, skin disease, and secondary bacterial infection. Complete development of the egg to the mite only takes 12 days, so it's a very rapid disease process. As you can see from these maps, the disease has spread southward from the Pennsylvania, New York area, starting in the 90s, as far south as to Virginia. To date, a thorough investigation of the Tennessee black bear population for this mite has not been conducted. If the sarcoptic mange comes to Tennessee, it will spread very quickly given the high density of bears in this area. This figure shows how quickly the disease spread in Pennsylvania, starting from the index case in 1991 to an epidemic a few years later. Sarcoptic mange can have potential public population implications, but also can cause increased human-bear conflict. Sick bears spend so much time itching that they're not foraging naturally, and they may look for an easy food source from humans. We did not find mange in our bears for the last 3 years, but we did find a lot of other interesting parasites, including some nematodes as well as some protozoa. Interestingly, we found what looks like a new blood parasite that is high numbers in bears. We also found a lung parasite that's known to cause morbidity and mortality in canids. This lung parasite is called the French heartworm and is known to cause disease in wild and domestic canids. Prior to our study, this parasite was not known to even exist in the southeast United States and was not on veterinarians' radar. This is also the first report of this parasite in any bear species anywhere in the world and was a cause of death for this bear. We were fortunate enough that the National Parks biologists had GPS collar on this bear. We were able to track its movements from June to November 2022. We can see the bear move from the park into Gatlinburg and surrounding areas and was found dead in Wares Valley. This also demonstrates the parasite may be circulating where domestic dogs are found. However, the most important health issue we found was harmful human actions, consisting of people intentionally feeding bears. Feeding bears is not new, but appears to increase with social media and people wanting to post videos of themselves feeding wildlife. Feeding bears leads to many negative consequences for both humans and the bears. Food conditioning leads to bears switching from a natural diet to a human-based diet. These conflicts often result in bears attempting to obtain human food. Bears can even become aggressive and destructive in search of food, as seen inside of this truck cab. Also, female bears will often teach their cubs on how to find human food so they never learn how to forage for a natural diet. Additionally, bears are extremely clever, and they can figure out how to open dumpsters, open windows, open doors, including car doors and cabins. Humans may be attacked by these bears when they come in. When these food-conditioned bears have to be relocated or become aggressive to humans, they're often humanely killed due to human safety. Additionally, the bears can suffer traumatic issues, such as these bears that unfortunately had human food containers stuck on their head. And they can suffer from dehydration, starvation, and even asphyxiation. In some cases, the containers can be removed and the bear released, but other times they have to be humanely killed. Other indirect concerns that have not been addressed yet is how are these human food sources affecting things like the microbiome that can potentially affect hair coat, overall health, and potentially even their behavior, causing them to become more aggressive. Further concerns about bears becoming diabetic, even food toxicity exists. There was a recent report of 4 bears that died of heart failure after ingesting 90 pounds of chocolate. Local authorities are trying their best to educate the public because they realize that's an important aspect. The Bearwise steps will be critical for protecting bear health and human safety. Our research group is continuing to investigate bear health with a focus on gut health and metabolomics. And thank you very much.